Hello everyone, it's been a while since my last FactSage video, right? So today I'm going to talk about the multistage slag treatment using FactSage simulation. So not so long ago, I attended this conference Molten 2024 in Brisbane, and I had the opportunity to present my work on boron removal through multistage refining slag treatment using the calcium silica alumina slag. So without further ado, let's talk about the topic. For introduction, we know that the boron removal from silicon using slag is mostly dependent on this distribution coefficient. That is the concentration of the boron in the slag divided by the concentration of boron in the silicon. But referring to the Henry's law, the equilibrium state of two immiscible phases is affected by the temperature, pressure. So basically, it's the condition of your experiment or your apparatus, and then also the type of the solutes and the chemical reaction. However, this equilibrium will not change by the phases of the volume. So we can imagine the boron and in the slag and in the silicon, such as in this diagram. When you change the slag to silicon ratio by 1, 2, or 3, it doesn't really matter because the boron distribution coefficient will almost be the same. And from previous research, it is quite funny that I found that most of the previous research did not go multi-stage. Knowing this fact, actually, only one research did multi-stage slag treatment. It's by Fang et al. In 2014. And this only research was the only one that successfully reduced the amount of boron in the silicon from 10.6 ppm to below 1 ppm. So that is very good, because almost all the other researchers are not that successful because they are only doing one stage. So what is multi-stage? So imagine you have the master alloy, this silicon. You mix it with the master slag, and then you heat it until the molten stage in the first stage of slag treatment. Now imagine that you can take or separate between the silicon and the slag and use the same silicon for the second slag treatment using fresh new master slag. And you do it again and again and again. And this is what I'm going to tell you or demonstrate how to do it in FactSage using the safe stream feature in the equilibrium module. Now let's open the FactSage. I will cancel all this previous simulation before and choose new database, which are FactPS, FDoxys, and F-sub-C. Now we're gonna make the master silicon first. So I will add here 1 gram of silicon and 0.0003 boron. So this is my master silicon. And then I will add this sub-C liquid database, and then 15 degrees Celsius. Now let's calculate. So as you can see here, I can save stream and then save the solution, which is the sub-C liquid one. and then save it as master silicon, and then click yes if you have already saved your previous one, and then enter comments here. This is not really necessary, but it's just the step by step. Now let's make the master slag, which are silicon dioxide, calcium oxide, and aluminum oxide. And I will add 45% silica, 45% calcium, and 10% alumina. And then for this one, I will add the database as the slag A, which means all oxides, 1500 degrees Celsius as well. Now you can see that in this part, the result is the slag liquid one. So I will save the solution as the slag liquid number 1. And then name your file again, master slag. I will add the name here as 10% alumina, and then enter comment again. This is not really necessary, it's just one of the steps that you have to go through. And I will enter my comment as master slag 10A. Now here's the interesting part. In this input page, you can click edit and then mixture and stream, import the master silicon, and then also import the master slag. Now I will delete all the previous species before running this simulation. Now for this case, I want to run my experiment by 2:1 slag to silicon ratio. And then this is obviously the same as before, and then click calculate. Now you can see that we have slag liquid here, and then you can see that there is boron there, and then liquid silicon. Now what we are going to do is we want to save this silicon into a new file or a new solution using the same method as before. And I will name my file here as the first stage, master silicon first stage. You can save the number of boron included in the silicon in this result in Excel. The next step is to delete the master silicon, and then we want to add a new stream, which is the first stage. So we will use the first stage silicon from previous experiment or previous simulation in this case, and then use it in a new batch of experiment. And then click calculate again. Now you can see that this liquid one, the silicon, has less boron than the first master silicon or first stage. So we will save this result in a new file called second second stage silicon. So that's how you do the multistage, or using the feature in FactSage, the safe stream feature. And then the result is very good, very amazing, really amazing. So imagine this is the boron concentration in the silicon, um, using 10% alumina, 45% calcium and silica at 1500 degrees Celsius. So the boron left inside the silicon, if you use only single stage, no matter how you add more slag into the process, you will never get anything below 10 ppm basically. So imagine this, in this simulation, the y-axis is the boron concentration and the x-axis is the gram slag per 1 gram silicon. Imagine I use 20 grams of slag in this experiment. So 20 grams of slag compared to 1 gram of silicon in one batch. Boron concentration left in the silicon, maximum is start plateauing. Maximum I get only around 10 ppm. However, if you change it to multi-stage operation, imagine this is 2:1 slag to silicon ratio. Just in the third stage, I can already reach almost 0 ppm of boron left in the silicon. And then if I divide the process into smaller slag to silicon ratio, the process gets faster. Imagine that this black line is the multi-stage 1:1 slag to silicon ratio. In 4 stages, yeah, I can reach zero boron concentration. However, this also means that you are having more stages. So that is my presentation for today. I hope you enjoy and know a bit more about the feature that you have in your FactSage. So thank you.